Video games.
Probably among the top 10 of the most influential and sociable forms of modern media today, mainly rising in popularity in the 1970s to the 80s, and they still maintain their remarkable reputation in our society to this day since the invention of tearaway pants. Providing a variety of different genres for specific gamers to play, reaching from platformers to first-person shooters, and inspiring numerous video game companies to make remarkable and iconic digital mascots, such as Mario, Sonic, Spyro, Master Chief, Kratos, Doomguy, and so on. And if you couldn't tell already, I'm a huge gamer. But with every group of supporters follows a group of haters. Ever since popularity started to rise and video games became more accustomed towards children, a good portion of people who never grew up with these consoles just automatically chose to hate it. Said haters mainly include parents, boomers, and of course, Karens. And they all try to find some bullshit excuse in order to get it banned in their state in general, and for the stupidest reasons that tend to have barely any evidence to back it up whatsoever. Probably the biggest and most common misconception about video games is that it influences violence with children, which is an absolute lie. Whenever parents just tend to notice the kids' heightened mood swings, they immediately blame it on the video games as if it's some kind of disease, like it's poisoning our mind. Which doesn't make any sense because there are numerous psychological studies that prove otherwise, that video games can't cause stress, and if anything, they more than release stress than cause it. Whether you're digging up fossils in Animal Crossing or you're shooting fossils in Doom Eternal, one way or another, your stress is relieved. Sorry to break it to you parents out there, but any noticeable signs of heightened aggression with your kid has literally nothing to do with video games, and most likely revolving around a personal opinion happening in real life, such as maybe bullying or neglect. So instead of blaming it on an inanimate object, how about you actually get off your chair and go talk to your kid for once? Another popular controversy about video games is that it's only for men.
I wrote a blog post a while ago about why I hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to like the male fantasy.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no on that one. Yes, I will admit gaming has been more associated with men for the longest time, and still to this day, game developers have designed video games with elements that cater more to male audiences. However, it is completely unfair to say that it's only for men, for the fact that there are increasing numbers of female streamers and gamer girls within the last 10 years. From about 10 to maybe even 20% increase within the last 20 years alone, since 2003. And finally, in my opinion, the most stupidest misconception towards video games of all time is that it's only for kids, which is unfair, untrue, and unbelievably bull. If you're like me, you're probably growing up hearing a lot of different negative comments following the popular opinion that you're supposed to be dropping video games by the time you reach college. Always hearing stuff like,
When you're gonna grow up? When you're gonna get a real job? Why don't you actually get off your lazy ass and start doing something with your life?
Wow, I have no idea where that came from. That got way too dark. Mental note, I should probably edit that out to save my own embarrassment.
am I still recording? I can't believe I had to say this, but no, video games are not only for children. They're meant to be enjoyed for people of all ages, which depicts the whole rated E for everyone sign on every single video game commercial. Especially, it doesn't help the fact that many video games are specifically designed for adult audiences and contain mature content. It's important to remember that video games are a form of entertainment, and everyone should be able to enjoy them in a way that is safe and appropriate for them. So, to finally bring this video into a close, I think it's more than fair for me to finally say it.
Video games aren't bad for you.
In my opinion, the true purpose to why video games exist is a way of expressing the amount of effort and devotion that these game developers have put into their work in order to make sure you're actually having fun. And as a way of broadcasting their creative envisionment to why they made the video game in the first place in order to hook you onto the plot to make you want to actually finish the game to completion. Whether as a way of just releasing stress after a hard day's work, or just a way of bonding with friends and family members over a round of Mario Kart. With no strings attached whatsoever, no matter your age, race, or gender, these video games were made for everyone. So there's absolutely no reasons why you shouldn't be allowed to just take a chair, grab a controller, and play a few rounds of the new Resident Evil 4 remake. Because believe me, you've earned it.